if you want to grab someone's attention, be like, oh my God, what is that? What is he doing with the arroz caldo? Is that normal? That curiosity factor to it, I think that plays a lot to grab people's attention in a way. Yeah. And then for them to try it, and it's like, wow, there's a familiarity to it. It reminds me of home in a way, but it's just done in a non-traditional, but it's fun, but the taste is there.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. And I realized that I had not uploaded the second part of Nigel's barbecue video, which is where he makes Arroz Caldo Arancinis. So for those of you guys that don't know, Arroz Caldo is one of the most common Philippine dishes that you eat for breakfast or a light meal, aka merienda. And it's something just very comforting and essentially soul food. Every Asian culture has a form of Arroz Caldo or rice porridge. And so what defines a Philippine Arroz Caldo is its use of glutinous rice or regular rice, leftover rice even, which is what my parents use sometimes, and a lot of aromatics, garlic, ginger, and onions. So what Nigel did to keep in line with this whole theme of pulutan and drinking food to go along with his Filipino style barbecue is he took this very common dish, Arroz Caldo, and did a Italian twist on it, making them into arancinis or fried balls. Nigel's Arroz Caldo is definitely something that is very interesting and fun, creative and playful, that maintains the integrity and familiarity of Arroz Caldo, but just makes it into a fun snack that you can eat while drinking beer. So let's see how it's made.
My version of Arroz Caldo, which I'm excited to show you.
Yeah.
I'm using chicken wings because we need the flavor from the bone. Very simple. You're searing both sides. What's going to happen here is that the caramelization from the skin and all the natural juices from the chicken will ooze out and definitely blends into the flavor for the rest of the ingredients. The reason why it's a different version of Arroz Caldo is that since we're used to eating our Arroz Caldo in a bowl, a lot of times we will have leftover, adapting from the Italian as far as like arancini, or if you go to Porter's, there's potato balls. So you can utilize the leftovers and then make it into like a crispy Arroz Caldo. So I'll form it like an arancini way. We'll go through it step by step. The chicken bones now, or the chicken wings rather. They're not fully cooked yet. We start with ginger. I'm adding shallots instead of red onions. Adding garlic. Using glutinous rice, which I've been soaking. Adding the chicken back. This is where we finish off the cooking process. And then we will add water to it. You can use stock too. Just bring it to a boil. Make sure the chicken's fully cooked. Once the water starts to evaporate, just keep adding water. And then we will season it towards the end. Okay. We'll just cover it up and let that go. Now, as you can see, it's a lot more on the thicker side. I mean, obviously there's a purpose for that. We're gonna let that sit in the fridge. Once it's cooled down, we're gonna form it into a ball, start breading it, and deep fry it.
Once the Arroz Caldo is done cooking, remove the chicken wings and place them aside on a separate plate. Then, spread the Arroz Caldo mixture on a sheet tray and allow it to cool. While the mixture is in the fridge cooling, you can begin flaking off the meat from the chicken wings and dicing them up.
You want chunks in the crispy Arroz Caldo balls, but you don't want them too chunky, right?
Once the Arroz Caldo mixture is chilled, remove it from the fridge, sprinkle on the chicken, as well as any aromatics such as green onions, and begin forming them into balls. You can either use a spoon or an ice cream scoop, whatever will form it into a ball, and the size is really up to you. Just like cooking fried chicken, you want to make sure you have an egg wash as well as a flouring station to really create that crispy coating outside your Arroz Caldo Arancini.
Start with flour. I'm sure we're familiar with this process. Egg wash. And then we have breadcrumbs here. That's mixed with adobo powder and goes. To go along with our crispy arroz caldo is ginger chutney.
No, this is hella good. This is very interesting. This I like it. It's very familiar, but also fun. This is probably one of my most favorite recipes that I've shot so far on this series, mainly because it really took this very simple dish of arroz caldo, a rice porridge, into something completely new and delicious. So I definitely implore you to try this recipe at home. Share it with your titas, share it with your titos, share it with your lolas. And if you want to see anything else, make sure to please drop a comment down below. And if you want to catch Nigel on any of his socials, that information will be down below as well. Stay tuned for the next recipe because there's always going to be something amazing cooking in any Philippine kitchen out here in the Bay Area.